Hello, Rain.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of The Recruits. I'm your host, Melvin Fairbanks. Today, we have an extraordinary and, quite frankly, somber episode. Joining us is the legendary game developer and CEO of Epic Games, Tim Sweeney. Tim, thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Melvin. It's good to be here, though I wish it were under different circumstances.
Indeed, Tim, we all know you as the mastermind behind Fortnite, a game that has become a cultural phenomenon. But today we're discussing a deeply tragic event that occurred at Chukchansi Park during a San Francisco Giants game. Can you walk us through what happened that day?
Of course. It was supposed to be a normal, enjoyable day. I was at Chukchansi Park to watch the Giants play. The atmosphere was electric, with families and fans all around, enjoying the game. Then, out of nowhere, the unmistakable sound of the Fortnite battle bus filled the air.
That must have been surreal, hearing a sound so familiar from the game in such a real and unexpected context. What happened next?
It was terrifying, Melvin. The battle bus flew right over the stadium, and before anyone could react, 100 players started parachuting down. At first, people were confused, thinking it was some sort of elaborate stunt or promotion. But then, the chaos erupted.
I can't even imagine the panic that must have ensued. The reports say that the players started shooting immediately after landing. How did you process what was happening?
It was like a nightmare. I saw people running, screaming, trying to find cover. The players were armed just like in the game, and they showed no mercy. It was clear that this wasn't a game anymore, it was a real-life massacre. I tried to help as many people as I could, but the situation was beyond comprehension.
The sheer scale of the tragedy is staggering. Over 3,000 people lost their lives that day. How did the authorities respond?
The military was called in almost immediately. They did their best to contain the situation, but it was utter chaos. The attackers were using tactics straight out of Fortnite, which made them difficult to predict and stop. It took hours to regain control, and by then the damage was catastrophic.
This event has shaken the nation and the gaming community to its core. How has it affected you personally and professionally?
Personally, it's been devastating. Seeing the destruction caused by something that was meant to be a source of fun and entertainment is heart-wrenching. Professionally, it's forced us to reevaluate everything about how we approach game development and the potential real-world impact of our creations.
In the aftermath, what steps has Epic Games taken to address this incident?
We've been working closely with law enforcement and government agencies to understand how this could have happened and to prevent anything like it from occurring again. We've also initiated a thorough review of our security protocols and have taken steps to ensure our games cannot be misused in this way. It's a complex issue, but we're committed to doing everything we can.
It's a sobering reminder of the unintended consequences that can arise from our digital creations. What message would you like to send to the families affected by this tragedy?
My heart goes out to all the victims and their families. Words can't express the sorrow I feel for their loss. We're doing everything in our power to support them and to make sure their voices are heard in the ongoing investigations. This should never have happened, and we are dedicated to ensuring it never happens again.
Thank you, Tim, for sharing your experience and insights during such a difficult time. Our thoughts are with everyone affected by this tragedy. We appreciate your commitment to making a difference moving forward.
Thank you, Melvin. It's a painful but necessary conversation, and I hope it leads to meaningful change.
That concludes today's episode of Inside the Gaming World. Stay safe, everyone, and hug your loved ones a little tighter tonight. Until next time, I'm Melvin Fairbanks,